According to sources familiar with the sealed indictment, the former President Donald Trump has been charged with about 20 counts, some of which are felonies, according to ABC News. The indictment won't be made public until after Trump appears in court, so it's still unclear what exactly is being accused of. He's scheduled to go to New York on Monday, according to sources familiar with the situation, according to ABC News. The sources stated that Trump will then likely show up in court on Tuesday at the earliest. The district attorney's office in Manhattan declined to comment. The prosecutor in Trump's hush money case defended the grand jury investigation that led to his trial, as congressional Republicans painted it all as politically motivated, while Trump and his attorneys prepared for their defense. In a letter obtained by the Associated Press, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg rebuffed congressional inquiries into the grand jury process, which is by law a private one, and told 3 Republican House committee chairs that such claims are misleading and meritless. "We kindly request that you refrain from making these upsetting accusations, rescind your information request, and allow the criminal justice system to function free from improper political interference." Representatives James Comer, Jim Jordan, and Brian Stahel received letters from Bragg. Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House, has promised to have Congress look into Bragg. Stahel, Jordan, and Comer have requested grand jury testimony, paperwork, and copies of any correspondence with the Justice Department from Bragg's office. A grand jury investigation into hush money payments made during the 2016 presidential campaign to bury claims of an extramarital sexual encounter led to the indictment of Trump, which was made public on Thursday. As is customary in New York prior to an arraignment, the indictment itself has remained sealed. Republican candidate for president in 2024 Donald Trump has denied any wrongdoing and called the investigation a scam, a persecution, an injustice, and a political low blow. Joseph Tacopina, a lawyer for Trump, declared on television interviews on Friday that he would very aggressively contest the legality of the Manhattan grand jury indictment. Trump himself turned his ire toward the judge who would be handling the case on his social media platform in response to what he calls political persecution. "There are no established procedures for booking an ex-president because none have ever been accused of a crime. Secret Service agents would need to be by Trump's side at all times because he is under their protection." Trump was asked to surrender on Friday, and according to 2 people familiar with the situation, the Secret Service needed more time to make security arrangements. Answering criminal charges in New York typically involves at least several hours of detention while being fingerprinted, photographed, and undergoing other procedures, even for defendants who turn themselves in. To arrange a surrender, Bragg's office claimed on Thursday that it had spoken with Trump's attorney. Joseph Tacopina, Trump's attorney, stated that Tuesday was the day for the arraignment before the court made the announcement. The investigation focused on 6-figure payments made to former Playboy model Karen McDougal and porn actor Stormy Daniels. Both assert that they had sex with the married Trump years before he entered politics. He denies having sex with either of them. In 2016, as Trump ran for president, his allies paid the women to cover up their claims. In a deal mediated by former Trump attorney Michael Cohen, the publisher of the supermarket tabloid The National Enquirer paid McDougal $150,000 for the rights to her story and withheld them. Following Cohen's own $130,000 payment to Daniels, Trump's business reimbursed him, gave him bonuses, and recorded the payments to Cohen as legal costs. In a 2018 criminal case against Cohen, federal prosecutors claimed that the payments amounted to unlawful support for Trump's campaign. Despite Trump, who was then in the White House, not being targeted by federal prosecutors, Cohen admitted guilt to charges of campaign finance violations. However, he was indirectly named in some of their court documents as having knowledge of the payment arrangements. Trump is battling other investigations that could have serious legal repercussions at the time of the New York indictment. Prosecutors in Atlanta are looking into whether he broke any laws by pleading with Georgia officials to overturn his close loss to Joe Biden in the state's 2020 election. At the federal level, a special counsel appointed by the Justice Department is also looking into Trump's attempts to tamper with the results of the national election. The special counsel is also investigating whether the former president or his representatives attempted to obstruct the investigation into those documents, as well as how and why Trump kept a cache of top-secret government documents at his club and home in Florida, Mar-a-Lago.